So let's get back into the podcast here. So I was going to say at the beginning, this podcast is all for you, but that would have been a lie because it is in part for what we do as well.
I've got a question for you.
Yeah.
I'm changing this whole thing up on you. I know
All right,
you had
let's
a
do it.
question, but I have a question that I just got on Instagram. And I told people who'd answer these. So as an artist, Elliot, this is why it's for you. What is the next step for someone who's overwhelmed and has a pile of unfinished projects? What would you recommend they do?
That's a good question. So say, okay, I'm sitting on 30 songs, right? Are they all done? Could I release them all tomorrow? Are they all mixed, mastered? Do I have artwork for all of them? Which of this bundle fit on an album? It's overwhelming because you don't know yet. It's all in your head, right? Put it down on paper. What are the options? Option 1, trash all the songs, move on. Option 2, totally give up everything. Option 3, pick of the 30 songs you're sitting on, which 10 or 12 do I really, really like? Do these fit on an album? Okay, then when you say, okay, of this bundle of songs that I'm sitting on, this percentage of them are the ones that I want to do something with. I think these 3 would be a single and these 10 would be an album. Okay, well then now you have the end of the road. You got to kind of work like an attorney. If I want to get here, what's the step before that? Okay, and the step before that, the step before that, the step before that, and you kind of work backwards. If you say, okay, of these 30 songs I'm sitting on, it's overwhelming because I don't know what to fucking do with all of them, and I don't know if I don't want to just have 40 songs. What do I do? Once you figure out what bundle of songs you want to put where, one bundle might be the trash can, and that's fine. Another bundle might be these are good songs, but they're like for an album, meaning they're not like a single. You know the difference. So, but you maybe, okay, this bundle, I have 3 songs that would be a good single. Well, start with one single there and work toward that full album. And like, don't get caught up in, I need to have this out in exactly 8 weeks. You shouldn't be at the beginning. Don't be basing your strategy and your timeline on a calendar, more so on your situation. I'm going to release this single when I have enough marketing dollars and resources to make it effective, not in 3 weeks. If you have a bundle of songs, you're feeling overwhelmed, I don't know what to do. I'm just kind of treading water here. Find of those songs. You don't want to just throw out all 30 and do nothing with them, right? That's ineffective. Find what 10 or 12 that you really like. Find out what you can do with those songs. Maybe it's an EP or 2 and a couple of singles. Who knows? Whatever that recipe is for you. First, figure out what you want to do with the bundle of songs, and then work backward on how can I get to this point where I'm promoting my EP the most effectively.
From the 30,000 point view that I would take, like almost as like a project manager, I would say find one and finish it. You'll feel better. It doesn't just finish. If you don't have any finished songs, finish one. Once you finish it, you can look at what else you have and kind of figure out, does it fit with anything else? If it doesn't, it's a single. If it's not good enough, move on, finish another one, and kind of just go through it and see how it fits as you get things done. If you try to do it all looking at it now with like a bunch of beats and maybe a chorus on each song, you're not going to finish anything because you're going to try to be thinking about everything. Start to focus and kind of make your 30 songs, for example, that you're sitting on, make it 2 and focus on 2 and then move on from there.
Yeah, break it down into chunks. It can be hard. Oh, I need to start a successful business is really, really overwhelming. And it's what do I break that down into steps? What is step 1? Finish one of these songs, mix, master, absolutely everything you need done. I have one song done. Now what? Do I want to wait? Do I want to finish one more so that I can put this out and then start another one? What do I want to do? Lay out your options and then work off of that. I'm sure you don't want to give up. You're asking questions. You want some help. You don't want to give up. So there's cross off that option. You don't want to throw out all 30 of these songs, most likely. So throw out that option. You also might not be able to finish all 30 of these songs and release them effectively. That might be another thing, even if you want to. So you need to take into consideration what your resources are, what your budget is, and say, okay, if I have this many dollars, how many songs can I finish? And if it's say 10, well, then you don't want to just finish 10 songs and have no dollars left now. Shit, I didn't Oops. So maybe finish 3 and save some money for marketing and start with 1, see where it leads you. Hope that one of the algorithms on Spotify, Apple Music, Instagram, wherever you're promoting or putting your music, hope that it starts helping you. Start there, figure out what your resources are. Somebody who has 30 songs and 20 grand in the bank willing to put it all into marketing has a very different plan or options than somebody who has 30 songs and $1,000. They're a college kid or something. It depends, but lay out what, just like any old business. I'm a clothing company. I want to make 15 different products. I have a great idea for hats, sweatshirts, hoodies, jackets, t-shirts, fucking bracelets, everything. Oops, but I've only got $1,000. Okay, well, you got to start somewhere. What can I start? What can I make first that will create enough money for me to create product number 2 without going in my pocket? Same kind of thing with music. Your music is a product. Your songs are products. Figure out which product you want to finish, polish, and release and market first.